Some really cold truth is that most men aren't depressed. They just trapped in chaos, nagging, fake friends, and men thrive in silence. But nobody want to talk about that. Honestly, bro, you not depressed. You just surrounded by idiots. Let's talk about it. Society lies about male happiness, bro. They tell you, they give you this idea that happiness comes from your relationships. Happiness comes from constantly socializing, being available to everybody. But honestly, that's the fastest way to be miserable. That's the fastest path to unhappiness. That's the fastest path to not getting what you want. Because let's be honest, bro, when you constantly giving all of your energy away, when you constantly appeasing people and people pleasing and being here and there and here and there and being stretched too thin like a fucking Laffy Taffy with two ropes attached to the end of it, ultimately what happens is you can't lock in and focus. And when you can't lock in and focus, you cannot become competent. And when you cannot gain competency, we've talked about this before. When you can't gain competency, you cannot succeed, my boy. Success is incompetency. Getting the bag is incompetency. Becoming a better person is incompetency. And to be honest, most men need to be alone in order to deal with this. The reality is solitude gives men power, bro. Every time a man detaches and he detaches from his distractions and he starts to lock in and focus, detaches from women, fake friends, pointless events, his focus, his finances, and his fitness, they go up and up and up and up. Every time you start to get distracted again by that woman who wants something from you, inevitably, by that friend who just needs your attention in that moment because it's just the dire end of the world. It's just something that they need you for. His focus goes down. He starts to see the inevitable fall, bro. See, here's the reality. Women recharge with people. Women recharge socially. They think with more of a social and hive mind. And that's not a bad thing. It's just how femininity sometimes works. Men recharge with silence. It's a reason why as a man you want to go in the den and in the man cave and just zonk out by yourself, bro. You want to use escapism and get away from reality and do you. That's because your natural inclination as a man is to get away, is to create silence. It is the space where you think, you meditate, you learn. It is the space where you can put the puzzle pieces together to become the best version of yourself. The reality is men don't want to deal with fucking idiocy all the time. You surrounded by people who constantly need energy from you, who are not competent, who damn sure you don't even know how the hell they alive at this point. Because they're so dependent upon someone else to give them and feed them energy and feed them life force and all of these things. They're so dependent on that you don't know how they're getting by. And see, you are not getting the silence and the solitude that you need in order to advance yourself, bro. Because men do great things when they get away from people. Men do great things when they separate themselves. Men do great things when they isolate. They don't want to tell you that. They want to tell you, you should always be around. And at every given time, you should be with your family 24/7. And you need to be with that woman, clingy to her. You need to be attached surgically to her motherfucking hip. That's not the truth. The truth is, you are going to get your best work done. Truth is, you are going to become the best version of you. Truth is, as a man, you are going to see the most success when you lock in, when you get by yourself. That don't mean you got to abandon everything. Nah, that's not the reality of what I'm talking about. But what I'm saying is solitude ends, trauma begins. I need you to remember that for the people in the back. Solitude ends and drama begins. It's the second when you come out of your shell, when you come out of your hibernation, when you come from working. And I don't want to call it hibernation because some of y'all be sleeping too much. You be playing fucking 2K on the couch. You be doing the most when you know you need to be locking in and working. You be doing the most. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you put yourself in a space where you're okay with being lonely for a while because you are going to do everything it takes to get to your goal. Think about it like this. Trauma begins where solitude ends. Almost every headache that you've ever had, toxic exes, fake friends, bad deals, it came from letting the wrong people too close to you in a time where you should have backed away, where you should have been silent, where you shouldn't have said nothing. And every single time you said too much, you did too much. Every time. People call you lonely when you focus. But I don't think it's loneliness. I don't think focusing is loneliness. I don't think having a goal that's bigger than you is loneliness, bro. Some guys, you're so codependent, you can't embrace that. And you need to embrace that. Because the second you embrace that, bro, you become untouchable. The second you love to spend time with yourself, bro, you become untouchable. But they don't want you to know that. Because they want you constantly codependent on other people. So they could sell you this idea that you need to be surrounded by people in order to become the best version of yourself. But the reality is every successful great man has become great because he went through a moment of solitude and silence, bro. The world wants you distracted and drained. And your biggest weapon is peaceful, disciplined solitude, bro. You better use it or stay stuck where you at. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Kaden the Rake, man. I'm about to